Hi, welcome back to my channel, Fee's Corner. Today I am starting the process of sewing some spring staples for my wardrobe using only free patterns. I'm going to use this black and yellow polycotton fabric that I got from Jason's Shop Fittings at the Stitch Festival. So I've got about 3 meters of that to make the skirt, and I'm going to use the wrap skirt by Peppermint magazine. I've seen some versions of this that I really like. I think I'm going to make a couple of tweaks to that one. So it is quite an A-line wrap skirt, and I'm probably just going to straighten that a little bit. It also has a tie on the side, and I've seen some versions online that I really like that actually use D-rings instead, so it's still one tie, but it's a little bit shorter and a little bit less bulk just right on the hip. I'm also using this fabric that I got at the Stitch Festival, this nice stripy textured stretch knit. This is going to be a core t-shirt by Closet Core Patterns. Again, a completely free pattern, and all you have to do, I think, is sign up to their newsletter by using your email. It's quite cropped, boxy, the style that I'm going for, but I like that style of t-shirt and I think I'll get a lot of wear out of that. And final thing that I'm going to make using a free pattern is a pajama top. I have this quite big remnant of 100% cotton double gauze, and I originally used the rest of this to make pajama shorts, and I wear them a lot and I really like the fabric. It's just really nice, light and airy, and perfect for a kind of lighter pajama option. For this, I'm going to use the violet top by Golden Sky Patterns, and again for that I think you just sign up using your email and you can get it completely free. And I think I've got enough of this fabric. We'll see, it might need to be a crop version, but that's kind of fine for a pajama top. The things that I really like about using free patterns are that they're, one, free, so you're not spending extra money, and two, they're quite good for trying different things that you're not 100% sure on. They're fairly low risk. That's why I'm making a pajama top. No one has to see it if it's rubbish, you know. I've sewn very few knit garments as well, so for the knit t-shirt that I'm going to try, again, it's quite low risk to use a free pattern. This fabric wasn't super expensive, so it's a nice way to introduce yourself to new techniques that you might not already have used. I've not done kind of neck finishes on knits really before, especially not a t-shirt at least. Another reason to use free patterns is that it gives you quite a good idea of that particular designer's fit, like the body that their patterns are based off, so if that body shape or style suits you. It also gives you a sense of their instructions and the way that they like to do things in their patterns, so it's quite a nice introduction to a pattern designer. The wrap skirt by Peppermint magazine is one that I've had in my stash for a really long time. Peppermint magazine are an Australian publication and they have loads of great patterns. They do a lot with kind of the sewing community. I think a wrap skirt's also a really versatile piece to add to my wardrobe. I'll be able to wear this to work. If I dress it up slightly, I can wear it casually on the weekends, evenings. I didn't have the iron on, I just realised. So the wrap skirt is quite an A-line silhouette. That's not really something that I wear much of, and I don't particularly like an A-line skirt on myself. So I am going to tweak the pattern slightly by straightening out the pattern pieces a little bit. On the whole, I don't actually alter my patterns that much. I would only say I'm about a confident beginner of sewing. So it's quite fun to try with a free pattern again to alter it, because it's not like I've spent money on it, although I would be a little bit upset if this lovely fabric doesn't go to plan, but I don't think I'm doing anything too crazy, so it should be okay. I am quite a slow sewer, to be honest. I'm not someone that can rush through and finish a project in a day. If I rush, I make even more mistakes and end up unpicking quite a lot, so I'm just going to take it slow and steady, see how far I get this bank holiday, and just enjoy the process. It always ends up having a better result. I do have quite a lot of remnants in my fabric stash. I'm not very good at these kind of using up of them, where I never really think about what I could make with them. So I was just doing a little recheck of what I had, and then I thought I had a lot less of this, so it's quite a pleasant surprise to get it out and see how much I did have. And I think I'll get a top out of it. We will see. I'm not convinced this one needs ironing, so I might just do it on a low heat. I also don't think it's 100% natural fibres, so there might be something in there that doesn't like too much heat. I think the inside has a little bit more texture to it, and that's the right side, and it has less texture. Yes, I think so. And I'm going to go for view A on this one, which is a slightly cropped boxy t-shirt with an optional patch pocket. I'm not sure if I'll do the pocket because I don't think this material necessarily, one, will work for that, but two, it's already quite busy, so I don't think it needs extra detail on the pocket. I don't know if you can see that more textured side that is I'm assuming the wrong side, and then the right side is a bit smoother. Just a metre of this one to make the t-shirt, so if you have a metre around anywhere, it's quite a good one to use up some leftover fabric. I'm washed and ironed. I have washed and ironed my fabrics. I now just need to finish printing off my patterns and sticking them together. That's going to call for an audiobook, maybe some trashy TV, and I'm just going to sit at my desk and get that done. I finished showing my violet top by Sky and Gold Patterns quite quickly. It came together really easily and is a great quick sew. I used bias binding rather than making my own, which sped it up quite a lot. In retrospect, I could have sized up a little bit because it is slightly tight across the back, but it's pyjamas, so no big deal. I also added a lovely label into the back, which I always forget to do on my clothes normally. And I did make a little mistake by adding the ruffle wrong side out, so I just covered the bottom overlocked middle hem with another label. Then it was on to beginning to sew my core t-shirt. It has been about 3 weeks since I touched any of these patterns and projects. I've been quite busy. I've moved house, so I'm in my new sewing space, which is exciting. But it took a while to get set up, so I wasn't really feeling like sewing while everything was still a mess. I mean, there's still parts that are a mess, but I am ready to crack on with these projects. Another reason why I gave it a little bit of a break was because the core t-shirt just ended on a really frustrating note for me. I still haven't finished it, but my overlocker just kept snapping threads continually, and I haven't really been able to troubleshoot why. I will get back to that at some point when I can face playing around, fiddling with my overlocker and rethreading it a million times. But for now, I am going to start with my wrap skirt by Peppermint Magazine, which, when I was just double checking something on the website, I have realised is no longer a free pattern. Slightly misleading because it was a free pattern when I downloaded it. They had quite a big range of free patterns. They have now changed to more of a pay what you can system, which is still not super expensive. You can pay 10 Australian dollars for the wrap skirt pattern, which equates to about £5.30 in British pounds, which is quite good value for a pattern that's really well drafted and has good instructions. But I have also found a few free patterns that could work for a similar style wrap skirt. I'll pop the details up here, but one of them is from Sparrow Refashion and it has two tie kind of side strings, which is really nice. The Easy Wrap Side Tie Skirt by Sparrow Refashion, and I think you just have to sign up to their newsletter to receive that pattern. There's also a wrap skirt pattern by the Great British Sewing Bee and Juliet Azor, and it actually has two D-rings as the closure, which is similar to what I'm doing as well. Then the third free pattern I found, it's a little bit more out there, but I do really like it, and it has some amazing pleats which I think could look fantastic with different fabrics. That one is the wrap skirt by Coca Fabrics and Yoko Kato, and it has these really cool pleats and quite a nice tie waist closure. But for now, I am going to continue with my wrap skirt. kind of pinned it to myself and the shape is looking really good. I'm now at the point where I need to start working on the waistband, but everything that I know from my sewing experience, which isn't tons, is saying that the waistband should be interface, but that isn't a step on this pattern, which is making me a little bit nervous, only because this fabric does fray and it doesn't feel super thick and durable. So I think I probably am going to interface the waistband. Maybe not the whole thing, because I don't want the straps to be really, really stiff. Probably just the section that goes around the body, and that will hopefully give it a little bit more longevity. I'm going to give it a go. Hopefully it works and it doesn't look too different to the flow of the rest of the skirt. Interfacing the waistband was 100% the right call. It's given it a lot more structure and I think just makes it feel more professional and like it's going to last a lot longer as well. I finished sewing my peppermint wrap skirt and I'm really happy with the outcome. I think it looks lovely. I've already worn it out and about at the Barbican Centre and my husband took some videos of me. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's going to be super versatile. I loved making the pattern. It was really easy to follow. It came together really quickly and it has a nice touch of the French seams, so you can learn something as well if you've never done that before. Violet top I would totally recommend as well. That was a really nice, quick, easy sew, and it has been in rotation in my pyjamas as the weather has been a little bit warmer recently. I am still yet to finish the core t-shirt. I have to say it is nothing to do with the pattern. It's totally to do with my own skills and then also my overlock and not playing ball, which I'm going to take it for a service because I don't understand what's going wrong with it, but 2 out of 3, not bad. I will return to the core t-shirt. As the pattern goes, again, it was really simple to follow. The instructions were really well written. It is total user and machine error that has meant that I haven't been able to finish it. But thanks for following along, watching, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video as well. Bye!